are protecting you from all this patriotic energy right over here.
Here is a look at a protest through the eyes of a Trump supporter. Julius Giles, a native of Sacramento, can often be seen opening the lines of communication by talking with counter-protesters. Footage is from the third week of the Stop the Steal protests that occurred at the California State Capitol on Saturday, November 21st.
I had a revelation by watching the Trump rally and saying, you know what, he's not this racist person that they claim him to be. So I said, okay, well, how can I get involved? And what really actually triggered that for me is that is when I saw the riots happen here in downtown after the George Floyd incident. I saw people breaking into like Macy's and breaking people's cars and things like that. They destroyed all of J Street, and that bothered me because this is my city. You come here and destroying my city.
Trump supporters faced off with the counter-protesters, and the two groups were kept separated by Sacramento Police Department officers. Trump supporters then marched to Cesar Chavez Plaza, where a fight started between the two groups, which was broken up by the police.
To all just come like this and march, forget them, man. Forget these guys. Yeah, you're welcome, man. They want us to be like them. So I came here the next day to help clean up, and I was criticized by a black person who said, why are you here helping out? And I was like, wow, that's amazing that I'm being criticized for helping to clean up my city. So that's what really got me wanting to be more involved and say, you know what, I'm going to stand up against people like that, because I want to show them that it's all about unity and that we're here to protect our city, our community, and the people, and not just have this whole, trend of being MAGA. It's the fact that we're fighting for freedom. We're fighting for you. It shouldn't have to be this opposition. So that's what brought me out here, was being criticized just by that one person. And I say, you know what, I'm going to get even more involved. I'm going to make sure that I make a change within not just my state, but the country itself. I think when they think of somebody who supports Trump, they think, why would you support, in their eyes, a racist? Why would you support somebody who's a bigot? For me, yes, it has been problematic for my friends and family, but that doesn't stop me from continuing to support my president. It doesn't stop me to continue to stand up for what's right. I love what's right. I believe in God. I believe He's guiding me. And when I see somebody like President Trump and what he stands for, he has my beliefs. To watch him speak so bluntly and not be so PC. He doesn't need a teleprompter to talk to the American people. He just he's just himself. He tells it like it is, and I think that's what we need. We need someone who's just straight up honest like that, who puts it out there, not willing to hold back and stand down because of people's feelings and things like that. You know what I mean? I think it's disheartening when a black person like me wears a MAGA hat and people think that I'm a sellout because I support a president that has the same beliefs. And I think that's the problem, is that we have a misconstrued misinformation. They look at me and think that, well, I'm supposed to just hate America. I'm supposed to blame racism. And that's not what it's supposed to be. I'm all for being against the opposition. We, especially as men, have to stand up and protect people. But if we're always going towards them and they're not necessarily doing things to us, it looks like we're the ones who are starting something. When people see me with my MAGA hat on, they think that I'm trying to fit in with the white people. And that's really unfortunate that the mindset is like that. I come to these rallies, these protests people have, in support of our country, in support of our president, to show America that it's not what you think it is. So when I wear my MAGA hat, I actually feel proud because I want to make America great. You know what I mean? I want the American people to know that, hey, I love you, I love my country, and we have to be united.
This has been Sarah Nevis reporting for State Hornet News.